Hi, it's Daphne. It's really nice to see everybody. So, having looked at the questions, the one that got the most people asking for support is squabbling siblings. Um, brothers and sisters not getting on. I know when I was younger, I didn't get on with my brother very well. But yes, it's really difficult as a parent to see that. So, actually, the first thing I'm going to say to you is that squabbling siblings is very normal. I'm sure you yourself, or if you look at your family around you, if you talk to friends, lots and lots of people go through it. In fact, it's quite unusual to have brothers and sisters who get on all the time. However much they care and love each other, there will always be flashpoints. So it's important to remember that. Yes, there are times when it's bad, but actually that's kind of normal. Now, I know that doesn't make it any easier, but it's worth bearing in mind. It's that change of perspective, that it's just part of the process. And I know it's not fun, but as with everything else, they will get out the other side of it. So the other thing to take away from it, before I get to my top tips, is that actually the sibling relationship is a really good one for children to learn how to build social skills and how to communicate. It almost doesn't matter how horrible you are to your brother or sister, you know that they are going to be there. It's so secure that you can talk to them perhaps in a way that you wouldn't to anybody else. So again, when they're screaming and shouting, I know it's not nice, but it is one of those things that they are testing out to see what they can do. So it's not a personal thing, it's part of the growing up process. I remember children, well, adults till they get into their early 20s, don't always know how to manage emotions easily. So it is part of the growing up process. If you think, siblings are in one place, they're trying to get your attention, they're trying to share resources. So it kind of makes sense that they would argue. Again, I'm not saying it's easy to watch, but it is something, I kind of want to put your mind at ease that there is purpose to it. They are learning how to deal with other people and how to share their feelings and their emotions. They'll often be triggered by each other. So it's understandable that it happens. It's not easy, but it's understandable that it happens. So I have 3 tips for managing the sibling relationship. And this can be with children from a very young age, once they're able to once they get to about 3 or so and they are understanding rules, then you can definitely use these tips. So the first one is that when everybody is in a calm place, that you work together to create a charter or family rules, whatever you wish to call it. But everybody in the family unit sits together and decides what kind of rules there are going to be. Let everybody talk. Let everybody say what they feel. It needs to be a safe space for everybody to be able to say how they feel and what they want. Write down what everybody says. And however outrageous, whether it's I get to go on the trampoline all day, write that down. And then go through them again all together and decide which ones are correct and we keep and which ones actually are not ones that we're going to keep. Eating ice cream 3 times a day possibly is not one you want to keep. So go through and together decide which ones stay. Try and go for positive. So rather than don't run, it would be walk. Rather than don't be rude, be kind. Use kind words. Be respectful. Those are things you're looking for. So when you phrase them in a positive way. And remember, this is for the family unit, so that includes you as the parents and whoever else lives in the home. If you've got older siblings who are living there, who generally don't get involved with any of the issues that you're having, they still need to be following those rules. So the rules are around the things that they have that they might argue about: the trampoline, the Xbox, the toys, your time, but also talking about how people communicate with each other. So showing them that it's important that they get the time to be heard. Okay, so then the second tip is using that charter, which you're going to display somewhere where everybody can see it, using that when there is an issue, referring back to that. Okay, you two are arguing about the trampoline. What did we decide? What was going to be a sensible way to get around it? Allow the children to start solving the problems themselves. They both need to have their say, all three of them, however many children you have, allow them to have their say. Refer back to the charter. We don't scream, we don't shout, we don't hurt each other. How are you communicating with each other? Can you work together to sort out this issue? And tip number 3 is you as an adult, as the parent, modelling the communication that you want to see from them. Okay, you need to be calm, you need to be positive, you need to think about what you're saying so you are responding, not reacting. That means taking a big breath and thinking about what you say before you say it. If your children are arguing and you're coming in and shouting at them, then that may well be teaching them that that's okay for you. So then they might argue, well, why is that not okay for me? So really think about how you are communicating. I know it's not easy, especially if they're getting really angry and there is hurting each other. It's not easy, I know that, but it's taking that step back, coming in calmly, come down to their level and speak to them in a respectful way as well. Listen to what everybody has to say and think about the way you communicate to people outside of your home. When you are out, when you're driving your car, how are you talking to the person who cuts you up? How are you talking to the person in the shop? Think about modelling how you speak to people, and then you can show your children, as well as telling them, that this is the way that people talk to each other and this is how I expect you to talk to your siblings. Okay, so set some rules that everybody's going to abide by. Use the rules when there is an issue and model, show them what you are expecting from them. Remember, it's a phase. It's normal. I know it's not nice, but it's normal. You will all get out the other side of it. I promise. I'm sure if you know somebody or you yourself argued with your brothers and sisters, hopefully we've come out the other side of that now. So you will get past. They will get past it. And so, yeah. I hope that helps. Do let me know if there's any other aspects of that you want me to cover. You can always message me if you want to book a call with me to talk about how I can further support you. I work with families all the time, going through any issues that they have. So do contact me. You can do that via my website. I'll put the link in below. All right, good luck. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.